HypaSounds.net.
Na na na, Patrice again. Well, alright. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, me know. Sweet soca music, sweet soca music. If you only know how much I love you, if you only know how much I love you. How when the music play, I must wind up. How when the DJ play, the vibes right up. How when the music play, that is what I love. I must have to shake something when the music play. I need soca therapy. That is the only remedy. I need soca therapy. That is the only thing I need. When everybody just start to wave and jump up, start to wave and jump up, jump up, start to wave and jump up, start to wave and jump up, jump up, start to wave and jump up, start to wave and jump up, jump up, start to wave and jump up. From the bottom of my heart, soca, I love you bad. Boy, just give me my therapy. Lord, I need my therapy. Listen, I need soca music. I need my sweet soca music. I want to wind my waist and go down low. And if you don't like soca, then forget you, I'm leaving. How when the music play, I must wind up. How when the DJ play, the vibes right up. How when the music play, that is what I love. I must have to shake something when the music play. I need soca therapy. That is the only remedy. I need soca therapy. That is the only thing I need. When everybody just start to wave and jump up, start to wave and jump up, jump up, start to wave and jump up, start to wave and jump up, jump up, start to wave and jump up, start to wave and jump up, jump up, start to wave and jump up. From the bottom of
Well, hello, good morning.
Morning. Welcome to Island Vibes Radio. You're listening to Morning Vibes.
I had to say welcome, Storm. I am good. It's so nice to see you back.
Mm-hmm.
The people miss you.
But we got a makeshift something going on here this morning. You know, it never fails. Every time you prep, it's technical difficulties.
Yeah, too. I just had to shut down and restart because we get cut off our Facebook.
That's what I tried to read this bottle warmer thing to see. I'm talking to you and I try to read the bottle warmer thing to warm the baby bottle, and I'm like, I don't know what. I to be totally honest, I don't know what I'm going through lately.
Mother.
All you know is you're going through something. You don't know you're coming. You don't know if you're going. You don't know if it's you're going through every moment. And, you know, you hear everybody say motherhood is different. And, you know, like when you become a mother or father, parent, you don't know until you know.
I agree with you.
We're going through it.
I agree. So how are you though? Besides all of that, how's Zama?
Oh, Zama's amazing. Zama, like, it's so weird. He's such a funny baby. Like, he's always been a good baby. I think I'm the one who has to adjust and become a mother. Like, he's a baby, you know what I'm saying? That's what he does. I have to adjust to become a mother and be more efficient. And I always thought I was an organized person, but it's very different when it's you're organizing and you know what you have to do, and just a few people come in your life and mix stuff up. It's another thing when you have another human being that you have to plan around, and this human being is so unpredictable, it's not even fun.
Back in the days, there was this, I can't remember what company it is, but the commercial was showing parents how they treat their first child, they protect the child, they do all of this.
Loves.
It was loves, and then the second child, they just pick them up, they almost forget the next child. The preparation is so different.
You live, learn, and then you get lost.
I remember that commercial.
It's true. I don't know if it's true or not. All I know is I don't think I'm wearing kid gloves with him. But like I said, it's like I thought I was going to be able to give birth and be back in a week and, be able to go back on my grind within a week and design costumes and do this and do that.
I remember that conversation. And I was like, Storm, I think you should not
take a whole month, right?
Take some time, because the adjustment, you never know. And then remember, babies just go through so much. You don't know if just not the baby day crying.
And listen, and I know I'm not saying nothing new to all the mothers out there. Kudos. Like I've always said, Happy Mother's Day, and I admire you guys. Happy Father's Day, I admire you guys. I've always said it, but you don't want to know. And these little monsters is something different, boy. My mother keeps telling me, stop calling him a monster. I don't call him a monster to say he evil or nothing like that. I'm just saying.
But you're not the first I ever hear, like, they say that, but, it's not really mean or anything like that. Good morning, Trinicat. How are you? It's crazy.
I can't see anybody, but good morning to everybody listening.
But yes, we got the a little change of equipment this morning. So let me ask you this question. Do you think pranks, we see how sometimes you see pranks on social media. Do you think sometimes pranks go too far?
Yes.
You think so, right? Good morning, Jennifer. Hey, bless
like they make it look harmless now, but it's not. Unless you are a prankster and you're in it, it's not exactly harmless. And there are certain things that should not get done. Like, for example, your parents dead or your husband or wife dead prank. I don't think that should be a thing.
Nah. Yeah, I ain't getting involved in that. Last night I was like, what's that?
They take it too far. They take it too far.
It has some that really funny. When it's, clean, fun. But then it has some like you talking about your plane. Like this one woman, she literally was playing. She had a gun and walking up to people in the car park, and this other woman pulled a gun on her. It took her a while to try to convince, right, that it was a prank.
And she lucky. If it was me, she would get shot because I don't have the patience. Like, cause some people have a natural instinct and natural patience. If I pull my gun on her because I am dead ass scared, I should be able to go down. My brain don't connect that way. Like, she lucky this lady was patient and probably, had a gun for a while and is more comfortable in that situation. Well, like me, should be dead.
Yeah, she would have been. And it's so crazy, right? That was probably like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Imagine today where everybody trigger happy.
Imagine she meets up you and you drink it in the morning.
And she might get away to become a mind of you. I'm more happy.
Huh? Imagine if she meet you up this early in the morning and you had a couple in, it's Babash Monday. What thing?
Nah, she there's certain pranks you don't do. Certain pranks.
And they take it more extreme just for clout on social media. Dude, what was it? Was this silly? Listen, I remember when they were putting alcohol on the self and lighting the self on fire.
That is not a prank. That is just dumb.
Listen, I was like, who are these people parents?
Listen, let me tell you this, right? Which one is the other one, boy? I think it had a prank where they was actually trying to pour alcohol in the mouth and like the mouth of fire. Good morning, Jason.
Morning, Jason.
Them thing is not pranks. So it has some things that just don't do.
Challenge, or they call them social media challenges.
Yeah, the challenges.
Social media challenges, okay, you decide to eat a scorpion pepper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a challenge.
Pranks could get you beat down or killed. Yeah. I remember this cinnamon challenge. That was so stupid.
I saw the challenge where they were doing a dance, you know, baby, calm down. Like they would somebody grab the phone or grab something and then go, baby, calm down, and do the dance.
Yeah. You know, it's one of the best challenges I've ever saw.
What?
The mannequin challenge. You remember those?
I remember those. And plank. That's one challenges was simple challenges.
But that was fun though. Like, come on. Why would I challenge myself to get hurt? The worst was the crates, where they build up the crates and people was walking up.
I have to walk across that. No, sir.
You know much people end up in the hospital with damage back. I see a lady knock out cool. I ain't doing it.
There was a challenge where you choke yourself with a belt and you have to be able to, for the most amount of seconds, be able to endure that. I was like,
you can say you can't play with strangers like that. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn. Serious? That's crazy.
You can imagine.
Yeah, let's challenge two
persons. There was this one time, this guy was walking up to people and taking out one of the pot out of the ears and running off.
And cutting it or something. Yes. So
like if they had if they had the beats, they were cutting the beats. But if it had the pods, they just grab the pods and run.
Okay.
Okay.
This one was funny though, but it was more like real wickedness type. Like they had these people them on the beach. So like when they're washing off the sand, the man keep pouring shampoo on the head. So the more they try to wash it off, is the more shampoo he put. And you should see how angry people getting because that thing really irritated. You should see that one. You couldn't help but laugh, but imagine that being done to you.
No. Here's the reason why. First of all, I'm black. We don't just wash with here with anything.
No, he was on top. Like, okay, he was on top the step.
I understand that. He pouring shampoo. I'm saying to all my black women out listening, ask them. We don't wash our hair with anything. We don't know what kind of shampoo you pouring on our head.
But okay, I understand what you're saying.
That is knockout behavior.
Dude.
We don't play with our hair like that. That is sorry to say it like this, but that's a white girl thing. Because we don't play with our hair like that. The wrong shampoo and the wrong conditioner can have us intact for months.
Mm-hmm.
No. You play too much. I remember this one challenge where the people in the drive-thru trying to have the burger and stuff, and the people are driving off and people grabbing people's food out of their hand. Like when you have your hand in your mouth, they grab your food and no.
Right. Let me it was a next one I saw yesterday, which actually funny because it was kind of clean fun. Glenn saying what Ian Carnival Red Diaries asked people in the Carnival personal questions while they drunk.
Say that again?
Okay, no, I'm reading Glenn's stuff here. So Glenn saying ask people in the Carnival personal question why they drunk. Oh, you mean on the road ask them why they drunk? Personal question. he trying to get Island Vibe shut down.
No, I mean,
But that would be
I've
fun
never been drunk
to
on the road.
Glenn, no
I've never
lie.
been fully drunk on the road. I've been hella tipsy, but I've never been fully drunk on the road. Period.
No, that gonna be something. Now people had two different attitude for real. That sober attitude and that drunk attitude. Just switch from one to the next real quick. No doubt.
I've never been fully drunk on the road. I've been, but then again, I could count on my hand how much times I've actually been drunk in my whole life. So, never been fully drunk on the road. Part of it is we grew up in Trinidad. If your head not on, you're in a mess.
Yeah.
I see it, Ian. Thanks. If your head not on, anything could happen to you in Trinidad. So coming from that point of view, and don't get me wrong, I know people in Trinidad will be drunk on the road, but for me, it's just something you always have to have your head on because you never know. And for men and women, it's two different things. Let me not say that. Some women just get good drunk.
Oh yeah, that's some women getting good drunk. No, everybody have different tolerance and different attitude.
And I don't like that feeling of being drunk. Like, I like the feeling of being tipsy, but I've never liked the feeling of being drunk. And to each their own, that's just not my thing. I remember the first time I got drunk, you pray to God every time. God, if you get me through this, I'll never drink again. Just to be able to have that prayer every time you're drunk. You know, it's not a good feeling. Why are we getting there?
Ralph Lynn say, I'm not even trying to get my hair wet. I swim from the neck down. I'm not swimming, I'm walking in the water.
Whatever it is. No, seriously. He not doing that to black people. We black women. He would get shot.
Nah,
black women don't over here like that.
I have a situation I saw yesterday. I run into a video with a man talking about some things he went through. Right? So let me tell you this story quick before Hyper come on. So this man went to the doctor and found out he is sterile, which was confusing to him because he has 3 kids. So obviously he asked the doctor if he's sure because he have 3 kids. So went home, didn't confront his wife or anything like that. He decided to take information from them, like, you know, whoever DNA he could find, and went to ancestry.com to find out who is this kid's father or whatever. I guess.
So he going to find out if he is the kid's father. He going to find out who is the children's father.
Well, I'll finish and then we go talk about that. But this is how he get the story. So he went to ancestry.com. Obviously, he find out who the fathers is. He have one is 15 years old, 12, and 7. Went, his wife's birthday was coming up, so he planned this big bash. Invite all the friends, all the family. He invited this famous mixologist and the chief of police, who he know that his wife used to work with, right? While the party was going on, close to when they was about to say happy birthday, a woman walking with a big sign stating, whoever her name was, "You are lying, bitch." So she and the whole party obviously confused. So he decided to walk up to the son now and introduce him to his father, who is the mixologist. Then he introduced him to the second son, to the chief of police. He said, "Those are your fathers." He couldn't do that with the youngest one because they didn't send any information on him yet. So he moved out. And, you know, he decided to turn to church. He went to church, and obviously he started to tell the pastors tell them, you know, these kids and them is not their fault. You should go back and at least, you know, be with the kids, you know, such and such. They know it's you only as their father. He did went back. He was sleeping in one of the rooms, trying to work things out with his wife or whatnot. Later on, he get the next information for the youngest son, who is a famous NBA Hall of Famer. He at that point in time he tried to work things out. Now when that come in now, like it hit him again. So now he confused. What honestly, what advice would you give this man? Or what would you tell him?
About?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He confused. I don't know why.
He already decided to work it out with the two that he know who. Okay, so first of all, kudos to Miss Lady because she had no children with no such a deadbeat man. We had a big time mixologist, we had a chief of police, we have a baller.
But none of them are taking care of the children except the one
Only
guy.
because she did not allow it.
No, I will say this, right? After 15 years, you telling me the resemblance alone in confuse you from your first child to the last?
My stuff just went back on. Maybe I could switch real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You could switch and then log off if you want. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Lisa.
Morning, everybody. We're having some little technical stuff going on here. We will see how we switching.
So if this man giving you this story right now, it is
he wrong.
Right? Because you telling me now you and I will say this, nobody can go for a regular checkup and the doctor will say it's sterile. You have to literally go for that particular test. So along the line, some way, he was confused by it, or people keep telling him, you saw them as your children, but but you just don't go to a doctor for a regular checkup and get and they will test and tell you.
When you get up in age, they do start checking those things along with prostate and stuff like that. But yeah, I do think he was a little suspicious simply because he got so much other information and was able to do the birthday party and he did a lot. We can hear you, but we cannot see you.
I don't know what's going on.
Finnecat say he had doubts all along, and I believe that.
But if you have doubts all along, you should have gotten checked. You don't wait till you're sterile to get checked.
Say that again?
Well, I mean, he didn't wait till he's sterile. He was sterile his whole life.
Well, he waited till he checked for sterility. That is what he waited for. If you had doubts about his children, you should have been checking from the jump. Well, at least she was consistent. She blamed the same person all the time.
She consistent with him?
That's nasty.
There we go.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yes. At least she was consistent. She blamed the same person all the time. And other than that, maybe she knew. Listen, people doesn't like to call them blessing. Maybe she knew he was sterile and she gave him kids because he wanted some.
Oh, no.
She gave him kids? She been cheated with him for 15 years. Cheated on him for 15 years.
No. She wasn't cheating.
And more, who knows?
She wasn't cheating. She was getting impregnated. There's a difference.
But he didn't know. So she was cheated.
She was trying to spare his feelings.
Well, she didn't do a good job.
She did a great job. She did a great job. For a man to have children for so long, I didn't even check. And all them look like them. Or every one of those children have to look like different people. We didn't even talk about she was consistent with the same person. All them trying to look like different people.
Or they could have looked like her.
I think that's a stretch.
Even if
they look like their mother, they have something for their father. That's a stretch.
Listen, he was doubting that child from since day one.
I hear you.
15-year-old all the way down.
He wrong. I think she was trying to do him a favor. He probably wanted kids so bad and she knew he couldn't have.
Good morning, Jillian. She could have said, well, let me get married, I'm pregnant. What about that?
I think no. I don't think. I think
Some you're really making excuses for this lady.
Yes.
But at least you can say again, it's not a deadbeat.
Good morning, Trish. How are you?
Cash.
No, seriously, think about it. No, think about it. This man clearly wanted children.
I've been thinking about it. And but some 50 years, and who knows before, and how much others who probably should mess with and didn't get pregnant. Yep.
No, all they're looking at it wrong. All they have it as she got pregnant because she was cheating. And I don't think so. I think she was cheating because she wanted to get pregnant. And here's the thing. Any veteran cheater know what to do not to get pregnant.
So you're a veteran cheater?
I don't know. I would not incriminate myself here. You're crazy or what? Why are you asking me my business? Mind your business.
You say that with such confidence. You say
I can say how much confidence I want. Mind your business.
I'm about to bring doubles for it because of it. So we need a double break right now. We don't
need no double break. Let me tell you. No. Break it down. Any woman who cheated like that on her husband know what to do not to get pregnant. She got pregnant 3 times. She was trying to give this man a child. I feel she only had sex with these guys when she got pregnant. And as far as I concerned, she probably didn't even have sex with them. She was incubated, like she was turkey basted. She was trying to give this man children. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I know you stopped drinking, but now you're about to take a sip of wine this morning.
No, I'm drunk because I ain't sleep. I'm not drunk
something.
Like that.
It has to be something. That is not rational thinking at all.
No, it doesn't. You need to think outside the box. I'm telling you.
You know what's going on here? She get away with one, she get away with a second one, and she get away with a third.
Well, that's what I've been looking at. A small picture. You have to look at it.
And in between that, she probably get away with a bunch of times too. And but you see, she falling for good men. Mixologist first, and then she upgrade.
No. You have it wrong. Good men
was the chief of police first.
Good men falling for her.
Was the chief of police first?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she downgrade, and then upgrade
then the mixologist, and then the Hall of Famer.
But can you say you know the story personally?
I just this morning show it to Dwayne before I'm like, look what we're gonna talk about today. This morning.
All need to read behind the scene of that. And like women cheat all the time. They don't come up with babies.
Also, I have in real life, I have a girlfriend of mine, her cousin found out his kids weren't his after
all of them?
Car accident. All of them.
Then his sperms wasn't swimming either. His sperms wasn't swimming either. Because all is not yours. No. The woman trying to give you kids. No.
But the only thing with them is they did have on and off periods, so he wasn't like I mean, he was surprised, but it wasn't unbelievable to him. But he found out after a car accident, going to donate blood and finding out that they weren't his children.
Doctor should have mind his business, because another chat saying no, think about it. And another chat saying that he went to the doctor for unrelated issue. If you going,
let me say this first, Ananda. It doesn't matter what he said. He went there to get checked for steroid. He went to check that. He makes up that story. Nobody else but he. He went there directly to get that check because he was having doubts. I don't know why he should have been having doubts.
That's a silliness. You don't need to go to the doctor for that. You could swab the child and swab yourself for $100 and go and find out if this is your child or not.
But he didn't do that. And he went to Ancestry.com after. He didn't go on Maury.
That is why I'm telling all you. This is why I'm telling all you. All you're looking at it wrong. This man wanted children. The woman realized after a while, he could not have kids. So she went and she got him some kids. Anybody say anything else for that story? Wrong. Because if she get knocked up one time, she get knocked up twice, she get knocked up 3 times, nah. This woman went looking for kids for this man.
Well,
I don't
please.
know what's that.
She's not a horrible person.
She's
horrible.
a terrible individual.
Horrible.
No, no. She's trying to.
And that's a nice way of putting it. Horrible.
She loves her husband, and she realized if he realized that he can't have kids, he'll be devastated.
Rest in peace, Peanut, about what love got to do with this. You know,
everything. You see how close I get to the screen? Everything.
Come closer.
You don't mess up your punky like that 3 times for not love. Please, I can tell you.
Listen.
Me?
I believe she didn't know that.
Like making babies, and it have some people who like being pregnant. It have some people who would do that.
What if you like being pregnant and your husband's sterile? What would you do?
According to Trinidad, that should have been a conversation she should have had with him from before, if that was the case.
Thank you. Trinidad, I agree.
Some men can't handle the truth.
We talking about before, not after. Now, listen. I believe he knew.
My son is so funny. Like he's stressed like a big man, 2 weeks old.
Very proud.
He is the size of a big man.
He is big. He's a big baby.
Looks Ananda says she was forced by the court to repay $55,000 for the court case he sued. Oh, he did sue her?
Good. Very good.
2 of the boys remain faithful to the day, and the oldest stopped talking to him because he took his mother to court.
The one among the longest, you see how trying and grateful?
Yeah. And he went back in the house for that same child. He went.
And I say nothing, all in not hearing.
So you hearing you?
Well, yeah, and she did say she didn't sleep. She did say that, so we giving her a pass. She did.
So we gotta let her really think about this.
I thought about it clearly.
All night I think about it.
All night for what? I figured this shit out in 2 seconds. This man was unable to have kids, and this lady sacrificed her vajayjay and her whole life to give this man 3 children. Talk about miracles. Talk about miracles. You are a sterile man. Woman, let's have it to deal with it though. You're a sterile man. You come into a marriage. You want kids. This man get 3 children.
Somebody want to know if your way I was drinking this morning.
And all them mad. No.
And this was the funny part too, eh? He said, when he said his last son is a true baller. He said, if you see he said like the boy.
And he said
really
that with
good.
pride. He said that one with pride.
But he said, then again, I am not athletic. Where somewhere, wherever you're drinking, I was it. I thought punching was it. I thought punching was it, but wherever you drinking, I was some.
What is Ananda said at a stop? If they knew he was sterile and agreed to this, then that's okay. But if she didn't inform him, she is wrong. You don't know what kind of life he would have lived if he knew that he
didn't have to go and spend all that money on the street or something.
Ananda, listen to what I'm saying now. The man wanted children. This woman miraculously got children out of 10 years. And she didn't just get any children at all. She gave you a mixologist for bad days. She gave you a police chief for when you need something. She gave you a baller.
You know, you should have been a lawyer. You would have never paid that. You should have been a woman lawyer. You should have never paid that $55,000.
No, she would not. I'm grateful.
Storm, if you have a minute, just show me that bottle. You see where
I'm so serious. It's sounding ungrateful.
Like, Denise, you're having some technical difficulty.
Yeah, this one was full of it. Mommy, babies, daddies, maybe. I agree with that. Like, I totally agree with that. And it had to give a man a one child. If it was one child, I would have said grace. But
that is my
children.
point. That's my point too. You can't tell me all three of your children don't resemble one another. None of them resemble you. And you know going to check to see if...
And now that's how you have the gummies. I don't take gummies. I had one gummy, right? And I have a gummy story. I don't take gummies for nothing. Like, it is not for me. Just for the same reason I don't really drink like that. I don't think my body tolerate them thing. Like, if I had a gummy, I'd probably take a quarter and keep it moving.
You can get wrong, huh? Leave that alone. Just sincere is the baby milk I used to.
Is the baby happy so?
The baby milk.
I think most of them don't agree with me. But, okay.
Yeah, but study law?
Women are miraculous creatures. My son waked it up. He's like,
really?
Women are miraculous creatures. This man went to a marriage sterile and come out with 3 children.
Right now, he's probably trying to figure out. He been trying to. I don't care what he said. He been having doubts since day one.
Well, yeah, he been having doubts since day one. But he wanted them kids, because you can't be having doubts since day one in this day and age with DNA, and you don't. He knew. Something happened between that man and that woman to make him go and test something. And doctor need to mind his business. I go in for an unrelated thing, and you come and tell me I'm sterile. You know I have 3 children.
Yeah, but he probably get the doctor, just in case, check this woman out, please. You don't know that.
No,
you don't know that conversation.
I have that's the problem with society. People don't know how to mind their own business. You know this man has 3 children. He might want to get tested for cancer and come out realize that he's sterile. Nah, you're doing too much.
Listen, I don't care what he said. He 100% went to check to see if he's sterile. And lying and saying he went to test for one thing and ended up with that.
And I believe
Listen, if you want to blame anybody else, blame your friend and family who probably been telling them for 15 years that don't look like your son.
No, you gotta blame your family who been telling them he look just
right.
like you.
Your friends and family, everybody. His kids and all probably said, "You not my daddy," probably joking.
Nah, I'm telling you, his children, it always have that one family member that be like, this little boy look just like you. It isn't like on a serious note though, it's unfortunate. Not for the mother, but for the kids to learn that this is the guy that you've depended on your whole life is not your father. And not only that, like your mom, you guys don't even have the same father.
3 different men. And it's crazy because the 15-year-old...
Hold on. You guys can continue. Hold on. I gotta go.
15 years. This young boy now finding out this is not your father. Imagine somebody telling him your son looking like the chief of police, Or you start looking like that.
Yeah. And we know those things happen in small neighborhoods a lot.
Good morning, pumpkin.
You're killing me. But no,
Good morning.
right? He definitely had doubts. And if not on his own, through his friends and family. Storm is very mischievous. Storm has a very mischievous smile on her face. She is just being the devil's advocate today. Yeah, Storm like commerce when she ready. She like bacchanal.
Always.
Ken says the milkman's son. Listen, let me be honest with you. She do not mess with anybody and everybody. Anybody she mess with is people of high grade. The chief of police, an NBA Hall of Famer, and a big time mixologist.
So do we give her a pass because of that? Is that what he's saying?
No vibes. I'm saying that always the milkman's son, but I'm trying to tell him he ain't doing that. She is not going that way.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody ain't giving her no pass because number one, been cheating for 15 years. Emma, what's up?
Good morning.
If the you understand?
I'm sorry to be doing this on here, but I don't know how it is. I'm very, 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 very sorry. No, but okay. So here's the thing. When you heard that your son belonged to the chief of police, you're supposed to be like, you know what? How can we capitalize on this? You wanna then people are ungrateful. You have a whole party to embarrass your woman.
That she would have taken a break and come back with some logic. Maybe you need a bottle.
That's why she in this position in the first place, the bottle.
You're not listening. I think some people some people out there get it. Some people don't. I'm telling all you. The man come back and find out that his oldest son, real father, is chief of police. They would never give me another ticket in life, I promise you.
Good morning, Fish.
Every one of my traffic tickets, I'll be like,
welcome.
Boss man, I man your son for 15 years. And Ian, every time I get a traffic ticket, boss man, I man your son for 15 years.
And if you don't, I'm going to tell nobody, I will tell your wife.
Amen. Like, how you can, and not only that, a baller too. A baller.
The NBA star, the NBA Hall of Famer. He didn't call names though.
Well, we remember as he said, guys, it had other rooms in the house. So maybe they've been capitalizing. Well, the wife has been capitalizing off of the money because he said they had other rooms in the house. It seemed like they were living comfortably.
No, he was talking about when he moved back in.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's 3 children, they have to have at least 4 bedrooms, 4 or 5 bedrooms.
Or they fail to see the bigger picture.
Well, it's 3 boys, you know.
I go in and rest this case. We need a new topic. I rest in this case. So they don't understand. This is why black people can't get nowhere.
You know what? Let me see why I had to drink. Maybe I will pick it up. Because I don't think on our sober head we can get it.
No, this is why black people can't get nowhere because they don't understand, or they don't know how to capitalize.
So let me ask you, so you might have a point, and let me say this, you might have a point in a sense where, according to Tanisha, there are plenty of rooms, so maybe she was capitalizing and he didn't realize how he was living.
So, which means she was a smart, I keep saying, she was a smart one, and you didn't know how to jump on the bandwagon. My wife been getting this for so long. I'm telling you, they wouldn't have been able to give me another ticket on the road. Not only that, I would have been at every big bowling game. I'd have been able to sell season passes. Oh, they're crazy.
Well, I would like to
That's
see a
most
picture of this
women.
woman because she had to be real
I would
pretty
like
because
to as well.
she had to be something because all the names she called the hyper song is about to jump on. So we're about to welcome our guest. Blessed good morning, Hyper.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome
Morning,
back.
morning.
Welcome to the morning vibes. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm nice. How about you guys over there?
We are doing amazing. Excuse me, baby. I can't help it this morning. Duty calls.
Hmm.
So where are you talking to us from?
Pardon?
Where are you talking to us from?
I'm New York right now. I'm in New York.
You're in New York.
Yeah.
Well, listen, from the time we heard that you were coming on, like we love your music here. Well, I'm pretty sure you hear that all the time.
Yeah. But it's always good to hear it from new places, you know. So it's something that you're never gonna get tired of hearing. It's something that you want to hear all the time.
Really? Because you have like 5 classics. 5 classics. At least I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how much. We probably hear 2 this morning and what you're working on new. But listen, we're happy to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. And honestly, I can't wait for your performance this Saturday in I Love Soca. I just can't wait for that.
Yeah, Saturday night gonna be a movie, man. You know, it's been a minute since I've been to Philly, and Philadelphia is one of those places that when I started back in 2006. You know, I used to do the New York, the Philadelphia, the Boston run. You know, so Philly was involved. Philly was involved with the growth of HypaSounds. So it's always a pleasure there. Shout out to the Caribbean crew, promoters, Doc, the whole family for actually bringing me, you know, to reconnect with my fans again. And ladies, just know, you already know what time it is. Come out in your best. Come out in your best, looking the best, sounding the best, vibing the best. Everything is best. It's best everything.
Because you know how I like it.
Yeah, because I know how I like it.
Listen, you know, I always thought that song, that specific song, that sound like a group. It was well put together. It was well orchestrated. The music from the chorus, how you start the intro.
Yeah, it's been a vibe thing, man. And I'm glad to hear you say that, because that's the kind of impact I want to leave on people when I actually produce, write, and perform a record. So actually hearing that, you know, is that encouragement, is that motivation to, you need to keep that bike underneath your arm, right? You need to keep that bike close.
So Kush is correcting me. Kush says you have more than 5 classics. Kush is the DJ that knows everything.
Kush is our Soca encyclopedia.
Soca encyclopedia. He can tell you who won Road March in 1963. And so Kush is telling me you have way more than 5 classics. What are you working on that's new?
Right now we're preparing for Crop Over. I have like 4 tracks out. We have one called Bumblebee that's getting good love in Barbados right now, and one called Touch off of the Sweet Talk rhythm. Then there's Where You Want, and then there's that tune that people look for from the HypaSounds, you know, from HypaSounds to be on the road, to just let loose on there, something called Looking For It. Yeah.
I think I heard Looking For It. I hope I don't mix it up with somebody else.
Be looking for it, yeah.
Well, you know I like the drama.
So I Love Soca is going to be a movie this weekend, man. I'm telling you, myself, they got Voice, they got Adam Moore, Fire B out to Barbados as well. and we ready. If you ain't got your tickets, you stick in. Don't stay and watch it on
We don't-
someone else's
we don't
timeline
stick.
and then be mad and say, "Oh, I should have
You're
gone
not
to
there.
that." Because
Big up the Ducks for that, man.
yeah, I'm not going live, so you have to be there to see the performance and to get the vibe, the authentic vibe in the room. Mm-hmm.
And the great thing about events like these, I was gonna say a smaller event, and it is smaller compared to the big stages, but those are the intimate ones, and those are the ones that you get to see you guys perform.
Yeah, I love
really,
those ones. I love those. Then I get to mess with the ladies a lot more. Get to, get close to them and.
It's all about the ladies. So here what I will do. Here what I'm planning to do for you. I'm going to sell HypaSounds flags right outside the concert. Ladies only. And have them waving right in front of the stage.
I mean, you don't have to say ladies only. Yeah.
I am selling to ladies only.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with
right. It's a standard thing. Ladies only, but if the guys want to purchase a flag for the ladies, of course, go ahead.
But the price is not the same, man.
You can't discriminate like that. Flag is
yes.
flag.
So if the guys want to purchase, sure, we accept all things.
Everybody.
So I supposed to ask
everything.
Okay,
so what's the vibe,
no
man?
problem with that.
So Hypa, tell us something about yourself that people wouldn't believe or know about you.
Wow. I'm a shy person.
You what?
A shy person. I don't know. It's not really that much, man. Just an easygoing person. This person looking like what is that he just said?
No, I'm looking at because I would not think that you're a shy person. I don't think you out there. Like, you know how some people just outside. I don't think you are that person, but to say that you were shy, not with your performances.
Well, HypaSounds and Damien, that's a different on stage and off stage is different. What I do, some people may not know I produce and write 80% of my music that you've been hearing. I'm the producer, I have my own studio, Boom Music. So that's where the voice be coming from. It's not that much, man. What you see on stage is what it is.
We outside for I Love Soca this weekend.
Yeah.
Up front. I was looking for when I was trying to put together the flyer and I was going through some of the social media platforms and stuff like that. I did see the Soca Boom and seeing that she was doing production. One thing I had to ask is in all of your venture, like what was one of your most difficult performance, like on where, like, going up on stage? I know sometimes the crowd could be a little tough.
I would say the most difficult performance would have more been, I won't say it was difficult but in the performance, but the fear.
Challenging. Right.
Well, yeah, the challenge would have been Trinidad. I had lose my voice was gone, and
Trinidad would do that.
I had to perform at this place to call Skin Apart, and the stories that they was telling me about Skin Apart, I was like, nah, not today, not me, God, no. And I had no voice really, could hardly talk, and I don't know what happened, but when the rhythm, when the house she like it strike up, boom, dun, 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 and I hear that crowd. I just hear everybody look around. Everybody just look around and said, "You ain't getting no toilet paper at you today, boy." But within me, I know there's no voice there, but I can't tell you where this voice came from. But it was
energy. Energy of the people.
I am
And it's
very
so funny,
curious.
eh?
What stories did you hear about Skin Apart?
Pardon?
What stories did you hear about Skin Apart?
it's not a place to play with when
No,
you
it's the once we tell you go, you have to perform.
yeah, exactly. But if you don't, you know, the people are gonna let you know, well, hey, you're not welcome here.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not just saying this because you're a guest this morning, but I think at that point in time, even with losing your voice and with that beat, you could have put a mic and just say, "Hold on."
Yeah.
The crowd would have sang for you.
I finished that song for you.
I
Man.
don't know what happened. I can't tell you. If I tell you what happened that day on stage, I would be telling it. I don't know what happened, but
it's the energy of the people. I always say when you're flying over Trinidad for Carnival, you feel the energy come up from the ground. I don't know what it is. Like you just feel it. I love it.
Some people in the chat say you probably would have get beer to other people.
Yeah, exactly. But I approached the situation like I ran out like commanding, but I ain't commanding with the mic. I just ran out commanding like, and it just, you know, but that would have been one of the ones that was real challenging. Because you know Trinidad is vibes, and then you're only as good as your last performance. So yeah, but otherwise than that, I can't think of any that would have had me at edge.
So I have a question about one of your songs. So our resident Ian likes strip clubs. You have a song called "Go Down on the Pole."
Mm-hmm.
What inspired that song, sir?
I don't know. I just vibe, man. Sometimes as I build the beats, I just say random things, random. I mean, I'm not a person that goes to.
I'm talking about Dip. Sorry, I call it "Go Down on the Pole" because of the song it is, but I think the song is called Dip, right?
Yeah, Dip. Yeah, Dip. Yeah. So. I just vibe. I just go with the natural vibe instead of writing. So as I build the beat, that was what was coming to mind. You know, I just go with the vibe. But after recording the song now, it would have been one of my songs that actually after producing and recording. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to release this because to me it was like, you really understand what you're saying? Spread your legs and dip, go down on the pole, and I can remember after getting the background vocals, the female Rochelle doing the background vocals, and as soon as she finished, as soon as she finished, I was like, Ro, you sure this can work? You sure? And she was like, buddy, ain't turning back. We 80% finished. We just gonna send it off to mix and master. But I mean, today I don't regret saying those things in the song because it's like a carnival anthem.
It is.
It is a carnival anthem, and here's the thing. I think I always say carnival for us is a freedom, especially for women. It's a freedom of sexuality, and when you hear songs like that, it just make you go crazy.
Makes you confident.
Yeah.
Yes. Express yourself. It's carnival, you know? Yeah. And display the culture.
And not only that, you give us instructions to spread your legs and dip.
Yeah, you can't.
That too, you have an instrumental that will start your songs too. That when you hear it, we know hyper is hyper too. Like it just had a unique quality.
That came from the DJ side of me knowing. So whenever I produce a record, I like to leave that little 4-bar, 2-bar up front, so that you know that it could as a DJ, you know, you like to loop the top and do your thing and talk. So I like to have something that could always be mixed to blend into another song, whether it's a HypaSounds song or somebody else's song, and just a different, you know, just keep my vibe unique.
This is why we do interviews, because I would not know that. Like that's that you come from DJ side and you make your songs to mix with other music. Like that's why we do interviews. Like I would never know that or think about that.
Yeah, DJs like to loop something, and they could talk over and read flyers. They could freestyle their own little thing. So, you know, being I had that advance of being a DJ, you know, I just, you know, try to tell everything about me that being true, and I understand, because any person could do something, but to understand it, to get it execute the correct way is always the big part of it. And I would say the DJ side of me really helped mold the sound and the quality of HypaSounds.
I guess it's the right name, HypaSounds, because your composition it's always good. Like, even if with no words in it, just that energy that it comes, the background, it's just fire.
Yeah, it's a
Every
vibe,
song,
man.
like, it's not even like you could pick out one song. Of course, some songs are more popular than others, but every song is well done.
Yeah,
you should
thanks a
actually
lot.
play one of your songs right now.
So, guys, do not forget, we have I Love Soca coming up this weekend.
And Caribbean Kings on the chat. Good blessed morning, Caribbean Kings, and thank you for having me.
Caribbean Kings, big up on the South for sure, for sure.
If you don't have the tickets yet, what you waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not asking nobody waiting for. If you don't have your ticket yet, call a friend that know a friend that got a friend, and bring down some friends. Go get those tickets, because we gonna have a grand time. We kicking off this summer this weekend. We starting it. We don't matter if it starts. We starting it in Philly this weekend. This weekend. I love soca.
So Doc, Doc is in the chat right now. Doc, tell us exactly where people could go to get those tickets right now. If you don't have a ticket, we want you to get it right now. According to Hyper, it's going to be a movie this weekend. You don't want to miss it.
So while we waiting on that, I'm going to play at least one of your songs. No, we gotta.
The newer ones or the older ones? Yeah.
Well, what I was trying to get it last minute, because we were supposed to have a DJ and he wasn't able to make it last minute.
Okay.
So
he's getting himself ready for Saturday. I could tell. So excuse him.
Well, only because you put it that way, I gotta allow him.
Why do you understand the music?
Home musician vibes again. Sweet like sugar, what you put in that waistline, only raising my pressure, seeing that sugar wine. Your sweetness
of a DJ, but he play good music. And he has some songs where he called mirror tunes. This is his songs that women had to look in the mirror and practice their dance.
Okay. Mirror tunes.
Yeah, you just sing mirror tunes.
Okay, ladies. It's okay.
I got Lisa say right now she in the parking lot.
What? Sugar rush. Yes.
Ashley said at how, please, at I Love Soca, play Roll It. Sing Roll It.
Of course, Roll It need to be in the set. That's a must to have to be in the set. That's the breaking tune, and that was one of the tunes that when I mentioned earlier about Philly being a part of the early come up of my career. Roll It was that song that really took off over here. So it is something that have to be in the set. Have to be in the set for sure.
So let's talk about your journey a little bit. Like people think people become successful overnight. Like tell us about getting to the point where you were like, okay, I'm an artist.
Like I said, started from DJing, and then we advanced to take the passion, this love thing we have for the music. Then, but I always do a lot of writing because I used to rewrite all of my dub plates and stuff for the artists. But vibes person, my dad was a DJ. My granddad used to beat Congo drums.
Okay.
So the music, the whole vibe, and I'm half Bajan, half Lucian. That's where you will hear the music somewhat a little different from the typical, from the standing Bajan music. And just coming from there, just wanted to be doing better within the music, seeing myself doing. So I started as a DJ, then head into the singing, then I went into the writing, and into the producing. The journey have been something that it was challenging, because creating a sound, and not a song that you listen to, a sound that people could identify and say, yes, that's my artist. Fans could say, yes, that's type of song. It wasn't an easy task. And just investing, man. That's how I end up with the studio, investing in the entire thing, so that I can perfect it the best way. I can learn stuff. I could take time to record things. The journey, then traveling now, getting to be known now. Because you can have the music and not known. I mean, it's still at the stage where a lot of people don't have a face to the name HypaSounds, but we get in there, everything takes time. But the females kept me, and I just decided to stick with them, and the female basically is like the advocate for HypaSounds. So,
Because it's like your music is not one of those songs that, like, I don't listen to your music and go, oh, that's Bajan music, or that's Lucian music. There's some songs you listen to and you know where it comes from. Your song is like an international song where if you wouldn't know where it came from. You just know it's soca music, it's Caribbean music, and anybody could vibe to it, anybody could rock to it. You don't have to have a preference. It's really universal in that format. What are you sorry, and I feel like I take over your interview, but I'm so excited.
Our interview.
All right. Oh, I always ask this. What's the best advice that you will ever give it when it comes to your career?
Best advice. You gotta believe it. You gotta work hard. I always remember that this thing owes you nothing. So
wow.
In terms of you working, because you working doesn't mean that it's gonna pay off. It could not be just for you. So just go in it with a mind that you gotta love it and work hard towards it. And once you do it for the right things, it would. And as for the time I was told that, I just kept it in a way of expressing my feelings. expressing
You
how
do
we
it because you love it. You don't
feel.
do it for the money of it.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it pays the bills. I'm not gonna say that. And for the promoters to say, okay, we're not here.
No, my grandmother used to always say, if you do what you love, the money won't follow. So
yeah, music. I did it because I love it, and I love the feeling. I love the feeling that it gives me when I'm creating a beat, and I know it sounds good, or I get a hook that I can't wait to hear the people singing this hook, or a particular thing can't wait, and then actually going into the effects, or even not even effect, getting voice notes, getting videos with people reacting to the music, that keeps me going. So believing and working hard and understanding that this thing doesn't owe you anything was one of the best advice that I have received.
I'm sorry. Ananda has a question for you. He says, are you doing a song with Yearwood right now?
No, me and Edwin we never really it works, but it never comes to
You need
like,
to do it, because I tell you, that's my secret crush. Like, I've been after Crossfire since I was
oh gosh, Eddie. It been in the works for a while. But I think the type of relationship we have is bigger than the music. It doesn't resolve around the music. Like, if we don't work together, it's not, But I've been trying out this for a minute.
But for the fans, Dread,
that would be an instant major hit.
That's what I said. I was trying for it for a minute, but I guess I'm a person that I'm a person that go off of vibes, and if I do a song with Edwin is like not just an artist, not just a co-worker, not just a person from my country. That's an icon.
Yep.
That's an icon, and the record must be a record not only to that fans will love, but it needs to go within that space, Yeah, it needs to be in that space. So I just say all the time, that probably the time is not right, but no, I keep hearing it more and more for the time I'm on tour. I can go push it and say, Eddie, the people want something. We can have to.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, a HypaSounds Edwin Yearwood would be real sweet.
What? So what's the worst
best of the old school, best of the new school right there?
Yes.
So what's the worst advice that you were ever given that you took and you wish you didn't?
The worst advice I was ever given, and I did what?
You took it. You wish you didn't. Like, what's the worst advice you were given?
The worst advice I was given is nobody don't want to hear it. Nobody don't want to hear me. This is for me.
Oh, people told you nobody would want to hear you?
I doing too much. But you said, right, Ed, before I doing too much. Like leave it alone.
Worst advice. I agree with you. I think anybody who's done anything amazing, I've heard that advice. You're doing too much.
You're doing too much. But I put it as if I'm doing too much, that means you vex to the Father. Because he's who giving me the ability to do this.
Exactly.
You're taking it up with the wrong person.
Yeah.
I got a question from DJ Kush. He wants to know, what are the lyrics to music? He could never catch it.
Everything I said in Creole, I said in English. So, la musique, la douille ka fait ou danser koha, a copie koha. Right? And then I repeat it. It means when the music's sweet, it make you dance like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Corkscrew like that, roll it like that.
On the pole like that.
Okay, Caribbean Kings want to be an executive producer on that collaboration with Edwin Yearwood.
All right, Caribbean Kings. All right, and then we can start the generations tour.
Yes, that sounds very interesting.
I think how long have you been in music now?
This is my 17th year.
17?
Yeah. But still young. I start young. I still young. You having me know, cause I just wake up for the interview. I was like, oh, I can't miss this.
You look like 5 years old. Don't say that. You look like you started when you was 5.
So are there any other soca artists or dancehall artists you want to work with in the future that you haven't worked with yet?
A lot. Yes. Sam Edwin. But then there are few that I have like in my hand to say that this is who I really want to work with. But I mostly believe in anybody that could bring the vibe and we can match the energy, because sometimes names don't really mean nothing. Name is just a label, you know. So any artist that could bring the vibe and we could get the best out of a record that it can live, I'm down for. So I might say, yeah, I want to do a Machel, but the name the Machel might not be, you know, it might still be a hit, but it might not be impactful as, you know. So whoever could bring that vibe and we can mesh as good as possible, I down for it.
Good. That's awesome.
Do you when do you know a song is finished? Because, for example, I'm a designer and I'm never finished with anything. Like, even after it's on the road, you still like, I could have done this, I could have done that. When do you feel like, okay, this song is finished, that we put it out there?
Interesting question. When you put this in a song, it never, you know when it's finished? When the deadline is upon you. Because if you don't have a deadline, you're gonna pick, because you always hear something.
Yeah, I'm a designer, and even when the costume on the road.
Yeah, I have never been asked that question, but it's a very interesting question, a very serious question, because I'd be working on stuff and I'd be like, yeah, I send it off tomorrow. And 2 weeks after, the mix and master guy, the engineer, would be like, yeah, I ain't getting the files. But I just gotta shift around this vocal a little bit, or I just want this bass to hit a little. Yeah, you always be at it. There are a couple of songs. The only thing that I would say when I hear the song on the road and I say, well, I should have, is the bass. Don't mind the bass is be booming, but when I see how people behave, I be like, I should do it a little harder and like hit in the chest.
Hit them in the chest, yeah. I've always wondered if it was the same for musicians as it is for designers. Like, do you work on it up until the second it's time to turn it in, and it's never done? Like, it's never, like, I am waiting for one thing that I've done to be finished. Like, I've never felt like anything was finished.
Well, I can say for me, I can't speak for others, but I feel a few they will say the same thing. Rather, you know, I think it's a thing we create. Once you are creative, I think that's something within us that, you know, because we know that when we put this work out there, whether it's a song, whether it's a costume, whether it's no matter what it is, a product that we put it out there, we know that this is what is representing us. Yeah, so I feel like it's something within creative, but we not shame, right? Because we want the best out there.
Yeah, and it's like, it's your baby. Like, it's so weird. No matter how much you produce, like, every one of them is unique. Every one of them is part of you. I don't think people understand that. I think some people do it for the love of it, and some people do it for the money. And I don't know if I love it. All I know is I have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be done.
Gotcha.
So you want to touch on another song?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Guys, sorry, yeah. Anybody, for all of you guys who is listening, and I know most of you guys already have your tickets, but if you have any questions for Hypa, please put it in the chat. We're gonna ask it. Again, if you don't have your ticket, Caribbean Kings is on live right now. Hit them up and say, hey,
right.
What ticket, boss?
So right now you could find tickets at Ibis Lounge, and you could go on Eventbrite, soca23fella.eventbrite.com and get your tickets.
Okay.
There
it
you go.
again, it's gonna be a movie. I walk in with
It's
my
gonna be a
pen.
move.
Where is it located?
It's in Chalmers Park.
Okay.
Girl, when you do them thing there, I know that you're looking for it. She lift it up, she send it down back. She lift it up, she send it down back. Attitude stink when she working that. Damn, like that. She lift it up, she send it down back. She lift it up, she send it down back. She causing a scene, but she don't give up. Damn, like that. You see you over there with that thing you got there, girl. You looking for trouble, that bumsy looking for bang bang. Yes, you over there flinging your bumsy all over the place, girl. You looking for trouble, that bumsy looking for bang bang. Nobody can tell me that purpose work when you do them things like that. Yes, girl, you're looking for it. Girl, you're looking for it now. You slow it, you stick it, you rock it, you cock it when you're walking it up like that. Girl, you're looking for it. Girl, you're looking for it now. You climb on top and then you stop right there, so girl, you just drop. Girl, you're looking for it. Girl, you're looking for it now. Head to your toe when you strike that pose, and I come from the back and I hit it like. Girl, you're looking for it. Girl, you're looking for it now. She lift it up, she send it down back. She lift it up, she send it down back. Attitude stink when she working that. Damn, like that. She lift it up, she send it down back. She lift it up, she send it down back. She causing a scene, but she don't give up.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Caribbean Kings, man. Like, he always bring the best artists to Philly. Always.
Yep. So Kush is saying that he thinks that this is one of the most underrated tunes from you.
Which one?
The same one we just played.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has
Well,
to
I mean,
request us to play.
it just released in April. But you know, everything takes time, man. I mean, I don't know. I love it, but I need to work. I need to work it. I'm gonna work it. I try to get as pumping as much coming out of, because it's that song that really represents like the culture. You're on the road, the things you want to do on the road, behind the truck. You hear your favorite song and you're just letting loose your clean behavior.
The what?
Clean behavior.
We are Trinis, no such thing, sir.
Okay. Well, I rather you say it than I say it.
No such. Listen, us on Monday morning at work is a very different beast than that road on a Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
I can live with that then. I can live with that.
Yes.
Time and place, I am very, very sorry. We do what we do and how we do it. And I've been to Barbados Carnival about 10 times already. So I know you know it's a different behavior when you hit that road.
Yeah.
There's nothing clean about it.
Ananda is asking if you are a more traditional soca guy, or do you try to be more in the bashman soca world?
I do music. And there's no telling what the vibe would be. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do. It depends on what she's calling soca and what she's calling bashment. So I can't until I know what she's calling soca and what she's calling bashment. But what I can say, that I'm an entertainer, I'm an artist, and I gotta please the fans. But still, I'ma do it in a tidy manner. It don't have to be raw. It don't have to be. I can still maintain, because at the end of the day, it's a brand that is out there. HypaSounds is a brand, and it still must be displayed the correct way. So I'm gonna do it. You will get groovy. Like, we have the Bumblebee, and the touch is groovy. My kind of what I would call the bashment for me would be like how she like it, the dip, and like the looking for it where it's still sweet, but it have that dibbiness to it.
Who are some? Here another question before we ask that one. Who are some of the artists or the people? Because sometimes it's not just artists, influencers. The people that influence your career, your life.
I take things from I'm a learner, so and I love being around vibes. When it comes to on the music side, I look at the people like Edwin, Skinny Fabulous, and the King of Barbados, Lil Rick. You know, and these would have given me what I would take from these Rupee as well is the presence and the present between the presence and understanding, building a catalog, being consistent.
Yes.
Being consistent. And you go to any Skinny Fabulous to sing like 80 songs, and he could just keep going, you know.
And so, some of the songs he sang, you don't know it's his song until he performs it.
Yes. So like on the music side, those guys, pardon?
He gets into that whole persona.
Yeah. On the music side would be those guys. And then just you know, friends around me. My daughter, inspiration for me, and things be coming from like the slightest place you would expect, because I'm a person that love to, I won't say always try something new, but always looking for better. So I could meet you today and we may have a conversation from this interview and you inspire me to do something. So I just don't really keep it onto one person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just want that I can learn something from
mm-hmm.
Then I force myself, like push myself to be around these type of conversation, these people, watch these particular type of things, because it's a learning process. You're always trying to be better all the time.
Yes.
So Ananda, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't. Somebody's asking.
Sorry, I thought I heard you say something.
Oh, you're probably
I'm going to read Ananda's question.
All right. Somebody just asked, what song was your favorite creating?
What
song was your favorite creating? Question from the chat.
Well, my favorite song is How She Like It. I said it in the song. This is my favorite song. I think just something about that was a turning point. I was at the point where I had the Roll It, I had the Dirty, and I think I don't think I was getting what really was for me. And so How She Like It would have been, there's a lot of aggressiveness. It's a double meaning song. It's more like me giving up. So there are parts in the song like set up your face and give me what. That's basically me. I had to turn it into like the style of HypaSounds. Then when I realized that you can't be, the ladies, but it's more song of me, the aggressiveness, beating and drum and just beating them, and lyrics in the songs and the song goes like it's been so long. So basically it's been so long I've been doing this. So I basically give me what you got for me, don't bother. So if I
listen, I have had a fight with a friend of mine
me
and
don't
what that
give
song
nobody.
really means. And she just wants some money. Because I swear to God, that was a whole sexual position. And the guy was like, when you meet those guys in the you haven't seen a guy in so long that you used to be with him, that it's been so long since you put it on me like that. And I was like, this is sex. And she's like, no.
Nah, the whole thing was it's been so long. Give me what you got for me. Don't back. So I've been doing it so long. So give me what for me. If y'all say that good, don't give nobody. But this is my favorite song. You could do what you want. I still won't resist.
Yeah,
so it was more like a vent, but still I had to turn it into, so you can pin me on this pole You could pin me on it for make your body big, and so basically you could pin me, put my back against the wall, and still take control. I can, yeah.
Right.
So that would have been one of the one's favorite, like because the anger and I guess like that's why the song is so aggressive. But
and you
thank
say
ladies
it's
for loving
aggressive,
it.
and by standards of power soca, it's not. And you know how I like it. It's my mother favorite song from you. So
Yes.
So yeah, I know. Well, I don't know why I get it from mommy. So it is what it is. What
That's
song
Fernanda's question.
surprised you with success? Sorry, I will go. I forget. Sorry. What song was surprised you and how successful it was?
Roll It.
Roll It.
Yeah, I remember releasing it for Crop Over, and everyone was just out on every flyer, every stage, and I did like one job for Crop Over from that song. Like I don't know if it was way beyond, but and then I just start as soon as like we get like coming down to the ending of I start getting these phone calls. Yo, New York pumping this song. I was like, what? Pumping this song. So I thought it was like, you know, guys just telling me so, like just telling me, yeah, they're playing this song. Yes, your friends, they're playing this song. Till I didn't come to the US that time, and I was like, okay. Then it's all right, I can come up to the Labor Day, hear the song and play. I was like, okay, nice. You know, I got a good feeling to know it wasn't accepted like that home, like that. But the fans loved it. But I guess it wasn't really, it was a different sound. And I still don't really believe, and I skipped Miami that year. And that was the worst thing I did. My phone was full of videos, was full of everything. And then I was like, I can't believe this song. This song like just, you know, it just, and it will always be that song. And that's what I always say, that I think New York, Boston, Philly, you know, Jersey, Detroit, I think they're responsible for this record, because this is where it was actually accepted first. Yeah.
Nice. We have one more question for you, and we'll let you go. Ananda said, another question for him, do you produce only festival carnival music to play all year round, or do you and the international market, meaning the lyrics, is it all carnival related? Like, do you sing? I think he's asking, do you have music that's all year round versus just carnival music?
I have songs that doesn't really relate fully to the carnival, but interesting question. Let me see the best way I could answer it that probably person could understand. So we all look for success. We all look to say, have something to cross over, have something to do this. Sometimes tapping into different cultures can be very, very difficult. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go where else, but we can't tell a song where to go. We could create something that is not carnival style, and then it doesn't reach the market that we want to reach. We could create a carnival style song and it still goes straight to where it's supposed to be. You know, so I tend to just create the music. But at the same time, and I hope the person listening and understanding, at the same time, sometimes when we do that as artists, but that, what is this singing? What is this? What this singing about? This about? You understand? And it don't get the love. It don't get the love, and it don't get the hearing that it should. And then it have to be done outside of carnival, because we all know what our culture is about. Some are different and say, that, but other artists do it. But every other artist, every artist is different. Every artist have a different reach. So until I see myself that I could say, well, I could drop an Afro. So I'm not going to drop an Afro beat if I know that I can have the backing behind it and have the full promotion. Okay. Because now if I drop an Afro beat, it will be played amongst Afrobeat artists. So the marketing must be on the level of those to stand out and that thing. Some people might say that it's Folly talking, but I just doing what's best for my brand.
Yep.
I hope he understands what you're saying. And sometimes, for example, you know how I like it is a carnival song, but I play so much all year long. Like I wouldn't say that's a carnival song. Like it's one of those things you just play because you love it, and no matter where you play it, people start to dance.
Perfect example, right? Look at Bungie's Differentology. Look at the success on that. So we just need to get this thing out of our mind with crossover, and because those people looking for something that they're not accustomed to. If we give them if we try to imitate their sound or their style and go, is like we giving them it's not authentic to them. But still, I still understand what the person saying. Sometimes you can have some music about different things than carnival.
And I think partly too, people, artists can't predict, and I don't want to speak for you or any other artist, but I think sometimes you cannot predict how far a song is going to go or how the public is going to receive it. And sometimes you sing it for this particular reason, or you're feeling that vibe, and they take it a totally different way. One of my favorite songs in this world that I think is way underrated and is an example of this is Faye and Lion's Race.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is one of the most, and people know it, but I think it's one of the most underrated songs, period, because the collab, the composition of that song is amazing from so much different genres, because there's techno music in there, soca in there, a little bit of reggae beat, there's so much stuff. And we didn't receive it. I don't think people received it the way how it was supposed to be.
What I would say is, when you hear songs like that, to the listener, to the person that asks the question, and to anyone else, when you hear songs like that, if that's what you want to hear as well, play your part when you hear that type of music. So that's the only way it's going to be is going to be able to break through the way how we want to break through. We could get, because then artists gonna do music on how it can be played. A few artists will just say, we're going to release a song and just drop a song. To the listener, oh, you got a whole year or whatever. Y'all don't know what goes into making a song.
Sure.
So to just come and say we can do this or do that, it is look at it as not just a talent, but it's a business.
That's true.
It's a business too. So, I mean, it can go both ways, but thanks to the listener for putting the question there. I give it a try. I give it a try towards, it might be some love songs, could be.
Hey, and like you said, you have to feel your music. So when you feel it, and I know sometimes I just sit on music for years because it's not quite ready, and you have to feel it.
Because you're not gonna say, oh, I don't like this one from HypaSounds, or I don't like this one from Tom Tim. But you know what? He got a good 15 more that I like. No, you're gonna stick on that one that you don't like, and then you know how that goes sometimes too. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
but we try to please you as much as you can, because you, the listeners, got the final say.
Positive vibes, and we only play the songs we like. We only do the songs we love, and we only do these songs that we like.
I can't imagine, however, any song with your voice on it that won't be good. Just the way you say your name, the introduction, the beats, the hype. I'll take it all. You could say ABC and I'll dance.
Yeah.
And with that, we can't let you leave without playing Dirty. It's just
Oh
not
boy.
right.
Not
It's
right.
just not right.
Getting ready for the weekend.
Yep. So those are Caribbean things to bring the artists together.
You walking it, dirty. Don't stop, baby, walking. Keep walking it, dirty. You walking it, dirty.
She said, pushing in the corner for the speaker. Speaker, you're the pressure. Pressure, then she over. She love when I'm walking dirty. She love how I give it to share. She calling me sugar daddy. She love when I'm walking dirty. Pushing in the corner for the speaker. Speaker, you're the pressure. Pressure, then she over. She love when I'm walking dirty. She love how I give it to share. She calling me sugar daddy. She love when I'm walking dirty. Not looking for love, no way. Just wanna have fun, oh yeah. So bring it and come. Cock up your foot and push it right back, right back, right back, right back, right back. Raise your hands and push it right back, right back, right back, right back, right back, back. Can't wait until carnival day. When the posse reach the highway, head back and be winding away. Want a girl to come push it back, right back, right back, right back, right back. Raise your hands and come push it back, right back, right back, right back, right back, back. She said push it in the corner for the speaker. Speaker, you're the pressure. Pressure, then she over. She love when I'm walking dirty. She love how I give it to share. She calling me sugar daddy. She love when I'm walking dirty. Push it in the corner for the speaker. Speaker, you're the pressure. Pressure, then she
It's crazy how you stay pushing the corner and then say, she calling you
All
sugar
up on the
daddy.
speaker.
How he heard that train till the end was coming through.
And he said, "Oh, I keep my music clean."
It's clean. It's clean.
Sir, the people have different levels and different definitions, okay? Of what
So it's me telling the story.
Oh.
So my word is you find over. Push it in the corner right there by the speaker. And by the speaker. You don't want to stand in the middle. Come on, some ladies are shy. You're not going in the dance floor and standing in the middle. You're looking for a corner. By the speaker that you could rest up against the speaker, or you could, you
gotta prepare for when she push it back, right back, right back, right
yeah,
back.
You gotta
right
brace
back.
yourself. Brace yourself and push. You gotta brace it. Yeah, we're not taking responsibility for any damages, No, we're not doing that. And that's why on Saturday, when the ladies come out, talking to Caribbean Kings, to make sure to have a special little part that ladies could, rest the flag and put down the thing. I want them to come out nice, but I don't expect them to be dipping and going down and got a big bag over the show. You know how the thing is already. You know how the ladies I want to come out sweet.
The VIP corner, just so they could put on their stuff and ladies have the opportunity to get on bad just in that corner.
Yes. And it's really a good vibe bringing the artists together, because we have Barbados, we have VI, and we have Trinidad.
What?
On there, yeah. Voice from Trinidad, Adamo from the Virgin Islands, HypaSounds, and Fire B from Barbados.
Hey, listen, we looking forward to this weekend. I can't come up because, circumstances, but
we can send you some videos. Don't worry.
Listen, I will be there in spirit, and you best believe that.
Yes.
It was amazing to have you on this interview.
Very much so.
Great. We got to know you a little better because we know your music. We just don't know you. Like you said, you're a little shy, so we don't see you all over social media and anything. But love having you on, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me and giving me the opportunity to let the fans to connect with me and hear what's going on with me. Mm-hmm. Everybody have a great day and let nothing spoil your day. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I want to send a shout out to Caribbean Kings, I call him Doc Master. Doc Master, thank you very much. We appreciate you, especially all the stuff that you do for Philly when all year round, not just even carnival time, all year round. Your birthday parties, all the stuff that you do.
Great
You're one of the
promotion.
biggest contributors to Philly anything. So thank you so much. Again, this is the Morning Vibes on Island Vibes Radio. We were on with HypaSounds alongside Ian and K. Wilson. My name is Storm Wilson. Don't forget to go to our YouTube. Please subscribe. We're getting up there. All our interviews are going to be posted over there. Go to our Instagram. Follow us. HypaSounds, if they want to connect with you, where can they reach you?
Yes.
You can be social with me at HypaSounds Music. That's all social media platform. HypaSounds MUZIK, HypaSounds Music. And all of the music is available on all streaming platforms. You don't just support the thing.
We're running a campaign, Make Soca Artists Rich. We have, I'm saying this, I have a friend that promotes this. Take $10 a month. iTunes Music is between $2 and $1. Take $10 a month and support soca artists. Just buy soca music.
I have a thing where I say, if you can buy the song, it's $1.
Yep.
But supporting doesn't mean you have to buy it. You could put somebody onto HypaSounds. You could share the music. You could be home cleaning, or Caribbean people already. Caribbean people like to put on music when they're doing.
Hold
they
it
play,
towards
they stream the
because you're
music.
singing and dancing.
Yeah. Somebody want to know what is this good music for a mix for this particular party? You could put them on. Say, you could put HypaSounds in your playlist. So all that's forms of supporting the music. So yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Just follow the thing. Everybody have a great day, and thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
We're looking forward to Saturday. Get pumped for that performance.
Have your ticket, buy a ticket, get your ticket.
Reach out to a friend of a friend. Time is near. 2 more days.
All right, guys. Again, this is the Morning Vibes on Island Vibes Radio. I'm your host, Storm Wilson, alongside K. Wilson and Ian, the architect. Oh, we have merch. Don't forget to get your Island Vibes Philly Carnival. Oh, you can look, sing it,
Morning, Z.
So, get your Island Vibes.
Is it too late to get merch? It only have 2 more days for shipping. Is it too late to get merch? Do we have express shipping?
No.
You can still get a t-shirt, rock it to the house while they're cleaning. Get your t-shirts.
Yeah, but it won't be carnival. You just get regular merch. We do have regular merch.
I buy an Island Vibes Carnival onesies. I see and decide to try and make it happen. So guys, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. Bye.
Bye.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to IslandVibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dancehall.
Undisputed champion. Heavyweight, world great. I the make Gaza celebrate.
Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Algunos no parecen todavía. Viven en el siglo de la hombría. Que esta regla es solo para ellos. Y que para tu hombre te maquilla.
Rum in my heart, rum in my veins. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again.
And more. IslandVibes.net. #1